Across the nation are becoming pregnant or getting STDs because they aren't properly informed. Sex education in schools need to be more informative. All U.S. schools need to be teaching contemporary sex education. Today I will be discussing problems in our current sex ed curriculum, why we have those problems, and how we can solve them. My first point is the problems, which is that sex ed in school is not suitable. It's not enough. Because more teenagers every day are getting pregnant and getting more STDs. And teens will have sex, and if they want to have sex, no matter what, whether or not they have condoms or birth control, and it's much better if they're informed and they have the resources they need. Abstinence-only sex education is no good. If you tell a teen not to have sex, if you tell a teen not to do anything, they will most likely do the opposite, because most teenagers are oppositionally defiant, like myself. Abstinence-only education does not inform, it just says, don't do it. My second point is the reasons why sex ed isn't suitable in classrooms. And it's because most adults, or not most, but some adults are afraid that if a teen has more information, then they will have more sex. And that is not true. In reality, it will equal the same amount of sex with less unwanted pregnancies. Another argument that some people make is that teenagers are too young to know about sex ed and pregnancies and STDs, and they don't think that you should know until you're 18. But when you're 18 and you don't know any of it, then you'll just get thrown out into the world and most likely get pregnant or have an STD in some way. And if teenagers are not informed properly with the right information, then they'll learn from their peers, and a lot of that information is very corrupted and not right and correct. The solution to these problems would be if parents were more open with their children with facts and asked schools to provide sex education courses to protect teens from the dangers of unsafe sex, and to be closer to their teenagers and more open and have better relationships. Second solution would be that contraceptives need to be made more available. They need to be cheaper and everywhere. Cheaper contraceptives means less unwanted pregnancies, which means less abortions, and less trauma for teenagers. And it is always good to be prepared, so teenagers should always be provided with condoms. In conclusion, today I've covered the problems in our sex ed courses and the reasons why we have those problems and the solution to those problems. So, when teenagers don't know facts, lives can be hurt or changed. It's better to give teens what they need to protect them than pretend that they won't have sex. Unsafe sex has the potential to be very harmful. Help protect yourself and others from its dangers.